Did you find our scouts?
They're dead. I'm sorry. Elgranon and Gillenane sacrificed them in some kind of ritual.
Creators. What about the rest of the village?
The ritual spread blight everywhere. The entire village was overrun.
The few who survived are controlled by blood magic. Their minds are gone.
Elgranon and Gillenane used them like puppets.
Ooh, a bird. Oh, Morgan? It is Morgan.
I dare say it was a show of force. They will not rest until you are on your knees, fearful, cowering,
So early
helpless
for
in
her
the
to
face
show
of
up.
such power.
And also another
Lady
mage.
Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a pleasure to see you again.
Rook, this is Morgan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when Varric and I were part of it. She knew more about ancient magic than anyone, except Solus.
'Twas both pleasure and necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillenane shall require many hands.
So, who are you exactly?
I have borne many appellations. Advisor to Orlais, Witch of the Wilds, friend to the Inquisition. My place here, however, is but a humble advisor on matters arcane.
Witch of the Wilds?
An honorific born of rumor and exaggeration. The fearsome reputations of your opponents, however, are duly earned. This dark turn of events shall only become worse.
Whatever comes, we're ready for a fight.
That's not what I wanted to
Words
say.
easily said, but rarely proven.
What?
Yeah? What do you know about all this that we don't?
As dangerous as Solus himself may be, his imprisonment of the gods was just. To leave them unchecked would have been the very end of Thedas.
Really?
Just to be clear, you know your old friend Solus is actually the Dreadwolf.
So I have come to learn. It rather explains how he knew such a great deal of ancient elven history, and why he became so vexed when I attempted to explain it to him. Whilst I cannot claim the same depth of knowledge, the knowledge I do possess is yours for the asking.
I hope it helps. For all we know, the entire world will look like Demetus Crossing once the gods are through.
All this horror because a bunch of power-hungry gods want even more power.
When have the powerful among us ever done otherwise?
So how do we stop them?
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own. When you interrupted the Dreadwolf's ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
He had a dagger, but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. 'Tis better in your
Lost?
hands than those of the gods.
Is there anything else Solus might have had that could help us?
Wait. It got lost in the chaos. It was my understanding that when it was stuck into Varric, it was kept there as he fell down the stairs. I don't know if Solus pulled it out. So I could be misremembering.
We're in his, well, he calls it the lighthouse.
Ah, yes, the legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Illuvian, the Viravas, could travel to any other Illuvian of his choosing.
That's not how it works right now. It only goes to Arlethan.
I can take a look at it. Maybe fix it even. I know Illuvians better than most.
Any help you can offer, we'd appreciate.
If Illuvians even work the same way, all the magic is different now. Our gods are back. Our gods! And they're killing people and blinding the world. How do we stand up against that?
We don't have a choice here. We stand against the gods however we can. Because if we don't, nobody else will. You get the Illuvian fixed at the lighthouse. We'll find the dagger. Let's figure out our next moves after that. Let's get to work. There's a lot of fight ahead of us.
Indeed. Prepare yourselves well and have a care in your choices. These are the times in which legends are born or slain.
Oh, the trailer
In this
line.
battle, I shall render whatever assistance I am able.
Right. Let's move.
After investigating the town of Demeter's Crossing, the team discovered the gods had laid waste to the town with blight. Worse, they tempted the mayor into betraying his people for gold. The team decided to leave the mayor to his fate. What? Part 2, Ruins Reach. Oh, Ruins Reach was the name of the achievement. Look at these rainbow effects, man. It's so pretty.
You can do this, Lace. It's gotta be done.
Okay. So immediately, I played Inquisition multiple times. And in Inquisition, the setup there was that there's a huge explosion, you're the only survivor, you've been imprisoned, and you've been accused of setting off that explosion because there's like a magical mark on your hand because it was a magic explosion, so it had to be you. And you had to prove yourself, and then you became the leader of a movement called the Inquisition, right? I won't get to the specifics of the game events, but that's a setup. Here in Veilguard, it is kind of already assumed that you've taken on the mantle of being a hero. It's like you weren't actually left to dwell on it. So if you were gonna buy this game, you needed to buy in already. It's like, I'm the heroic kind, not I will solve this task or lead these people in a way that I see fit. No, it's not really like that. Because one of the standout lines to main Inquisition is when you declare the Inquisition at your second base Skyhold, one of the lines there that you can choose is that you're leading the Inquisition in your name. Or like your character will say, in my name. Like they're really leaning on to this title that the common folk have given you, which is the Herald of Andraste. But here, it's kind of not like that. Like your network's already established. You're in it. You're deep in it already. So I don't know. It's kind of jarring. Like I would have, if you would call Inquisition to be like a quote unquote rags to riches, like a nobody into the leader of the Inquisition. This one doesn't feel like you're. I know that it doesn't feel like you're setting up to be leading a big movement. At least that's what it seems like right now. Because it seems like a heist, except that instead of stealing something, you're planning to kill the blighted elven gods. So it's a little bit weird. A little bit jarring. Hopefully, this odd feeling setup pays off later on.
I should have taken the shot.
That would have made things worse.
You don't know that. All you have are guesses.
We're up against something unfamiliar, working with more rumors than facts. Of course, that's all I have.
I should have taken the shot.
Maybe you should have taken the shot. But we can't change it now.
Yeah. I just have to live with it. Right? Tried to stop the world from being swallowed by chaos, and now it might be swallowed by chaos anyway. Elven gods escape from their prison, Solus is in your head, and we're scrambling to figure out what to do. And Varric?
Varric knew the risks. He knew what it might cost.
We're still standing. The fight's not over.
You know, I like that about you, Lace. You don't stop fighting, you push for answers and action, while I can get stuck on questions forever.
Well, we need someone who can put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're fighting the unknown.
Exactly. Everyone has a part to play. Varric brought us together because of our strengths. He wanted a team he could rely on. We have to be that team.
Play to our strengths.
And rely on each other.
I think I can manage that.
Then let's find Solus's dagger. It'll be a start.
A little too positive for my liking, but I get it. Ah, there's Harding. Oh, what's this? Cool. She has a heal. Was this the ritual site? Oh, it is. It is. Or it was the ritual site.
Look,
There's magic lingering in the spot. Strong. Old.
the dagger was here. Something took it.
Oh,
Darkspawn. Oh no, what if it took the dagger?
Only one way to find out.
wait, it's been like at least a day. It took the dagger, it was just standing there. What?
Look, there it goes.
Oh,
Big darkspawn coming right at us.
whoa.
Not
Whoa.
looking good, Rook.
We have to go after that ghoul. Let's get this gate open.
Look up there. That magical device.
It's in here. Ooh, okay, so you can make that jump.
Good work. Let's keep on the trail. Darkspawn?
Yeah, Darkspawn don't usually collect things. That's very weird.
Don't usually collect things, do they?
Solus's dagger is special. They might have been drawn to it.
Anyone spot that ghoul? It must have come this way.
You're the scout. Oh, it's getting choppy.
Look out! More darkspawn ahead.
Take it to him.
Okay. Hold on. What's happening with my frames? Yeah, why don't we not use ray traced ambient occlusion and instead just use normal ambient occlusion? I think that still looks pretty good.
More darkspawn coming out of those pools.
Stagger and takedowns. Perform takedowns with R. Then fill the stagger meter. Once the stagger, it just leaves them vulnerable and temporarily unable to fight. Okay, I see. Oh, another one? What the hell? Oh shit.
Hey, Rook, nice shot. Did you find the dagger?
I don't think these darkspawn took it. Let's keep looking.
Ew.
Over there, our dagger thief.
More blight in the way.
Oh. Huh. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Oh.
And there's probably another one.
What? That was one. Nope. Okay, this is weird. Ah.
Nicely done. I mean, it's gross, but you can't argue with results.
Oh. A new shield. Wait. It's worse than the shield I was already using.
Rook's in trouble. Got it.
Got us from a distance.
That one,
got it.
that one. Ready again.
I'm ready. End it now.
Whoa.
Look, another one of those magical beams. There are two of these devices this time. I bet we'll need to direct beams at both of them.
That's one. Now to find the other.
That's a problem.
We're under fire. Look out.
Great hit, Rook.
We've got company.
Yo.
Take your shot. Nice move, Rook.
It's pretty cool. Secrets. Nope.
That has to be the ghoul we're tracking.
Better hope it still has the dagger.
About to have a
They're at range.
Huh.
Lyrium.
Yo, what happened to Harding? What the fuck? What? Oh, is this the moment?
Harding!
Ooh. Whoa. What the fuck is up with Harding? Oh, was she possessed?
Harding!
I can hear it. The song of the stone.
What?
What is happening to me? What the?
Whoa. I mean, I knew because I watched the trailer, but still. Whoa!
Are you moving those rocks?
I don't know. I don't know how to control it.
I don't have anything that can sunder. No, apply sunder din
All
shred.
right, everyone. Whatever you say.
finish it.
On the left. They're aiming for us.
Bye-bye.
They're coming from the right. Bet they never saw that coming. Nice hit, Rook.
Oh, he's back. What the fuck?
Get clear.
Ready again. You're right.
Under fire. Watch it. How's that?
Ranged incoming.
Look out!
Oh, you can miss with those. Okay.
Watch your left.
Coming at range.
Whoa.
Got us at range.
Ranged attackers. They're shooting for us.
Got us in a distance.
Ready to pounce. Your turn. That dagger. What did it do to me?
Not sure, but we should get back. We'll talk it through there.
Your pet has failed, sister.
Whoa.
And now the magic of the dread wolf's dagger is hidden from me. Fen Harel meddles once again.
If his dagger's beyond our reach, we must craft another. Made of red lyrium.
Since we trapped Corypheus in the Fade in the last game, I wonder if he'll be making a comeback. Sorry,
You
was
said something
fixing my
took
mic's
you
mount.
over,
Something like that?
and it's still with you.
Yes. I think so. It can't be possession, can it?
I doubt it. Dwarves can't be possessed. They aren't connected to the Fade. Solus's dagger triggered this event. But how? Or why? I'm sorry, Lace. I wish I had answers.
It's all right. Talking has helped. And hey, we got the dagger, right? Mission accomplished. Dwarves have never used magic. We can't.
Maybe it's not the same kind of magic mages use. You moved the stone, and they call us children of the stone.
Right.
It is a wonderful gift. You must be proud.
But I didn't do anything
Don't
to
like
earn
these.
this. How could I be proud?
It's like
I
subtext
don't
no
even
longer
know how it
exists.
happened. It's all a little strange. But not in a bad way. I feel connected
To...
to the stone.
stone sense. Like some of us dwarves are meant to have. Did you have it before?
I'm a surfacer. The traditionalists will say I live removed from the stone.
Well, that's clearly not true anymore.
Maybe the dagger unlocks something hidden. But this is more than the stone sense I know. I hope you're right that this is a gift. I'd be heartbroken if it caused problems.
Harding, you being here is never a problem.
Really?
I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here, to be honest.
That's so sweet. Thank you. I, feel the same. I'll send word to the Grey Wardens about the blight we saw. And then I'm gonna lie down.
And we need more answers about what the gods are planning. I'll find someplace to relax and try to reach Solus in the Fade.
Good luck. Try not to let him get to you. It feels like we're finally making some progress. And I'm not sure what my new magic's about, but I know it feels right.
With their eyes on the Dreadwolf and the gods he'd set loose, they couldn't see their own personal demons coming to haunt them. Harding told herself it felt right. She was connected to the stone, to the lost titans, and all of Dwarven history with its buried secrets. How could that be anything but good?
What the fuck is that? Oh look, there's a face on it. The team returned to Solus's ritual site, hoping to find the Lyrium dagger that Solus lost. They pried the ancient artifact away from the darkspawn ghosts that were drawn to it, but touching the dagger had a profound effect on Harding, seemingly rekindling a forgotten link between her and the stone. What this means for Harding remains to be seen. Oh, versus staggered. Nah.
Guess I should find some place to try to talk to Solus.
Hmm. Yeah, why don't we refund that? See what else we can do. Oh, I see. Now we're going with this one. Then here. Here. She still has no skills. What the hell?
Toldar, it's a tunnel. Veilguard, Velos Atreitum. But Velos Atreitum is nothing like Isatunal.
Isatunal. I remember. After you touched the dagger, the prayer, the proclamation, Isatunal. What exactly are you proclaiming?
They don't remember. No one remembers. We don't even know what we lost.
You're not hearing a word I'm saying, are you?
Uh-huh.
You know you're adorable, right?
Sure, whatever you think is best.
Huh.
What? What's happened?
I said, you're adorable.
You're poking fun at me.
I would never poke fun. I respect you too much.
Is that so?
100%. So, what's Isatunal?
When I say Isatunal, does it mean anything to you? Does it stir anything in you?
No.
And you're a dwarf. Huh. So that's interesting. Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means, I am here. But no, not Not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Isatunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time. All spaces. I am, we are, this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
How does this get us anywhere?
Right. I guess it would be like a mage explaining how magic feels to someone who doesn't have it. I'm certain Isatunal describes how we, the dwarves, once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the histories are right. If we forgot something so important, what else did we forget?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't expect you to have an answer. Thanks for letting me babble, by the way.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for.
What? Oh. Varric. What is this? Workshop. Oh. Oh. Wait, what's this? Healing belt? Cool.
Couldn't be one god, it had to be three.
Wait, that room wasn't there before, I don't think.
How do I go down there? Oh. Oh, his ankles are gone. What's this? Introduction to the Lighthouse. Once, the lighthouse was a place of learning, with tools to study the secret workings of great magic. When Solus rebelled against those who called themselves their gods, the lighthouse became his center of operations, with tools to study the best ways to free ourselves from the tyranny of the Evanures. You are safe here, both those of flesh and those of fade. Any who wish to help are welcome. The magic of the lighthouse will provide for your needs, see to your comfort, and even help you understand different tongues. For those who escaped here are from distant parts of the Empire. Should you have any other needs, ask for the slow arrow and I will help. By Fela-san. 3 meetings face to face under the sky. How the heck do I get down to her? Oh, there she is.
Oh, Rook! Hello! I've never seen an alluvian like this before. Not intact, anyways. Fascinating. Wait, if the magic is feeding back into itself... This thing's self-stabilizing! Sorry, didn't mean to yell.
Yeah, very much an Andromeda PB or Inquisition Sarah type of character.
Never Harding must have put my pack here. Makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things.
On life in the lighthouse, this ancient logbook is filled with meticulous Veilfire runes. Though it is encoded, flicking through it offers vignettes of borrowed memory. Fearful refugees are ushered to the lighthouse through Illuvians, merging from the infirmary and libraries as soldiers, spies, and scholars. Gardeners plant long extinct herbs that grow. Gardeners that plant long extinct herbs that grow are harvested and wither in the blink of an eye. The sharp smell of distilling medicine wafts from a window or wafts, and poison for the enemy drips into a vial. The arguments of a war council go on late into the night. Forbidden songs are sung freely, with filthy lyrics substituted for the Evanurus' names. Finally, a heated conversation silhouetted against glass, with quick shadows starting behind it. The argument ends with a wordless but unmistakable impression. You summon them, you feed them.
Baron von Markham. You wanted the undead to rule Navarra, but you forgot about the Mornwatch. Then after I put you down, the Mornwatch sent me away with Varric to stop the noble families from complaining. The Mornwatch protects the world from dangers outside the realms of the living, which I did. But I guess that includes dealing with the consequences.
Ugh, there's blood on it.
Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look in it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done.
What the heck? What? I'm getting there. Take a long, hard look in it, kid, and it'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done. I'm getting there. Establishes transgender identity and unlocks new dialogue options in future conversations. Okay, so they're all just meaning the same thing. So let's go back. What's tattoo options? I thought hard about these. Tattoos help me love myself. My tattoos celebrate success. I don't have any tattoos. So this shit doesn't make any sense. I don't think I do. I remembered not selecting any of them because I didn't like any of them. So no, I do. I have tattoos, but they're on the body. Yeah, I remember.
If I'm the one who's got to get it done, I should stop admiring myself and get to work.
Although I do find it curious, I didn't personally look into it when I was creating my character, but there were the options for the top surgery scars, right? For those who want to play as a, transgender character. So I was wondering if they could include that in the character creation. Why did they not include it, the transgender options, like the gender identity in the character creation? Like, why did it have to be separate? I actually don't know why. I did ask one of my friends who is a trans woman about this, and she told me it's like, maybe there are some people. What was her words? Wait, hold up. Let me take a look. It's in our Discord conversation. Let me see. Okay. So my message to her was, I'm asking because in my logic brain, my line of thinking was, wouldn't trans people just want to pick the sex or gender they identify as instead of picking something they were and then having to take this extra step in the middle of the game after character creation? That was my question to her. And my follow-up message was, for example, wouldn't a trans man just pick a male character? And then her reply was, I suppose with limited context, some trans people like the representation in Journey Part 2. That's interesting. So, yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense through that viewpoint. I wouldn't know. I'm not trans, so it's good to have someone who you can actually ask about these things.
A meditation upon the use of blades. Huh. Must have read this thing cover to cover a dozen times during weapons training. Most fights ended with me knocking my opponent down with a kick instead of some fancy move.
That's not what the message I chose was implying. I wanted it to be a sad one. It's like, for all the good it did, and we still failed, but apparently Rook is quite the optimist.
A peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me he always admired dwarven craftsmanship, especially with anything made from stone. Called us an impressive people. He had fancy silks from Orlais, statuettes from the wilds down south. I could have listened to stories all night about places he'd been. Now I'm getting to see some of those places myself.
So yeah.
Right, that's better. Now how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or...
So I want to...
Relaxing. Maybe if I clear my mind...
Yeah, I want to bring some attention to the way the light hits the hair. That's really impressive. I mean, look at it. And this is the Frostbite engine. That is so impressive, man. Check it out. That looks really, really good. And I keep talking about that. I just realized this is a fucking aquarium. Look at all the fish. Meditate.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. Perhaps nothing escaped as you stopped me from... what was it? Covering the world with demons?
I'm not here to debate whether what you said was accurate.
But to be clear, It was accurate.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
I stopped you, didn't I?
You disrupted the ritual.
Yeah, I did. Even though I'm nowhere near as powerful
We
as
can
you.
disrupt the other two's plans.
Your plan is to tell me how powerful you aren't?
In the Mornwatch, I had to deal with undead nobles threatening all of Navarra with civil war. Our squad was overwhelmed, and we were supposed to retreat.
But you attacked instead, defeated the nobles, and prevented a war.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that powerful opposition doesn't frighten me. I find a way to get the job done, whatever it takes.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The elven gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned. Until they release it.
Wait, so the Blights that the Grey Wardens try to stop every time it happens is just a fragment of how powerful it actually is? Holy shit.
I don't understand. Elgernon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the Blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation, and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
Okay, so the Evanuris were desperate to stop Solus, so they turned to the Blight. I was under the impression they used the magic to cause the Blight, like they were the root of it, but it doesn't seem like it's that way. It seems like it was an already existent source of power and evil that the Evanuris turned to using themselves. Or at least letting themselves absorb that power wherever it came from. It's kind of like the Tevinter Magisters of legend, right? They entered the Golden City, they were cast out into Darkspawn, and Corypheus says when he entered the seat of the gods, he saw that it was empty. So I'm thinking, where does the Maker, like the Thedosian god called the Maker, fall into all of this? So sorry for the rambling about the lore. I mean, if you weren't, like, if you didn't play the first 3 Dragon Age games, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. It's just a fascinating lore speculation. And by the way, I didn't read any of the books, so if it was answered there, I wouldn't know.
The Blight didn't escape with the gods?
Elgernon and Gillenane escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the Blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at that village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world
Yeah, that's my question.
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped.
What? Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. Is that the Golden City? So what's the Maker? And who cast them out? Because Solus, it couldn't have been Solus, because Solus was sleeping. He said so himself, right? That he's been sleeping for centuries? Unless when the Evanuris were just locked up, and then Solus was still awake, and then the Tevinter Magisters came knocking, and then they were cast out. Maybe that's what happened. So is Solus the Maker? Do they think that who the Maker is actually Solus? Man. Now that's an answer. That's a question I want an answer to.
That fragment grew beneath the earth and led to the blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
Then we shut down whatever they need to do to free the blight.
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed 2 things, and the blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
You think they want the elves back? I don't think the elven people will bend a knee to blighted, murderous monsters.
Agreed. Elganan and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt.
Magisters?
Fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Elganan and Gillenane.
I came here for specifics, not fortune-telling.
I would tell you more were I not currently imprisoned thanks to your actions.
Fine. I'll go kick the trees and see what falls out.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted and we'll see how it goes.
Yes. I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
Sorry for stabbing you with the chest, bro. I had to. Oh? Ooh. Oh, what's this? Mask of the Blood Dragon. Yo. And this? What the hell is this? Ooh, that does not look good. Oh, this is for the mage, right? That looks nice. What's this? Nah. For now, this looks cool. Oh. Hey, sitting
so
up.
Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you had seen Demeter's crossing.
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I'll get it done.
I never doubted it.
Harding might.
Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you.
Unpredictable?
Remember when we first met, kid? You stopped an entire undead rebellion with less than a dozen Morn Watchers.
Just needed a bolder approach than Watchers usually take.
And no one else knew it. Only you figured it out. Ticked off a bunch of snooty Navarans, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
Aw.
There is something. Demeter's crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You left him to fend for himself.
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
That's quite insightful, Varric. Even
When
for
I
the
took
real
over
life,
the ritual
for the
site, I
real
had to
world,
make a
in real
call on
life.
who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Harding got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust. More insightfulness.
Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus in the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about
He kind of is an asshole.
Your old friend is kind of an asshole, Varric.
it? I'd love to be a fly on the wall while the two of you get into it. Solus fought a rebellion against Elgar'nan and Gillenane. He didn't want to be a god. But he's also a lot older and more powerful than any of us. He looks at us like we're toddlers.
So how do I deal with him?
Well, act like you're as smart as he is, and he'll be insufferable. Show him you respect his age and experience, and he'll remind you he's just a man. Honestly, pick whichever of those pisses you off less.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime.
It's kind of giving... The game's kind of giving me Mass Effect 2 vibes, like I'm putting together a team.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here, but you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Balara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
What? Why?
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Yeah, exactly, Rook.
Not just any assassin, their most feared mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
Working with a feared mage killer doesn't bother you?
If he doesn't have a contract out on me, it's not a problem.
It's a fancy name. Can he back it up?
That's the question. The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years, but the Crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
As soon as possible.
I hadn't planned to dawdle.
You said the Crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathis.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter authority
Won't help and can't be trusted, which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the Empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
Yeah, are they mages?
Are they all mages?
Tevinter might prize its mages, but the Shadows accept anyone. We've all got a stake in the cause.
You sure we can trust these shadow dragons?
You've got a better shot with them than most in the city.
So, we talked to the crows in Antiva and the shadow dragons in Minrathis.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah, should check how things are going.
Okay. Sea of blood, what the fuck? How ominous. The smuggled relic case. Into the crop. What is this? Meet Bilar at the Illuvian. Find a way to Treviso. Find a way to Docktown. Interesting, okay. So it's 2 quests immediately.
Almost there. I just have to... Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I got it.
See,
Mostly.
look at the lighting, it's so good.
Mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion.
Where is this?
There you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Illuvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us, freedom of ways. I wonder...
If you have an idea what that place is, Balara, share it. We don't have time to waste.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Illuvians meet.
At the crossroads.
Where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Is this the archive spirit?
I've had enough surprises today, Spirit. Tread carefully.
The wolf's fang. You carry it now.
The dagger?
Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more... sad.
No matter whatever or whoever else they are, they're a creature of the Fade. That means they're dangerous. Keep your weapons ready.
And we still don't know what this Illuvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Part 3 Awakening. Discovered a singing blade and the awakening of ancient magic.